Hello, good morning to you. It's me, Andy, and this is Talkin Really. So today's story, I saw it, it was a tweet. It was basically talking about the jib-jab blood clots, adverse reactions and things like this. So here's the tweet. Vax blood clot victims need to be 60% disabled to get compensation. So we'll have a look at that. How do you tell if you're 60% disabled? That was actually, seriously, that was one of the questions. What does that look like? Any sort of disability where you were able-bodied and then suddenly you're not able, that is retrospective, surely. When you click through, the story is quite interesting because we've got a big picture of Mr. Bojo. Blood clot victims must prove that they are 60% disabled to get compensation. How do you prove it? I was this, now I'm that. Is that 60%? Obviously, this is the fund that you all know is about £120,000. That's all you'll get if you do win. That's the minimum. That's the maximum, rather. That's the maximum amount that you're going to get, unless, of course, you find a way of suing these bastards.
Boris Johnson's government is insisting that people harmed by vaccine side effects must prove they are at least 60% disabled in order to receive compensation, capped at £120,000, according to reports. 168 people were believed to have suffered blood clots following vaccination as of last week, according to a report by Britain's Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, MHRA, with 32 of those afflicted dying. So far, 43 applications for compensation have been made under an official damages scheme for people harmed by government-approved vaccinations, which also covers more established vaccines for diseases such as tuberculosis, according to figures disclosed to the Telegraph. But as of the time of publication, no payments have been issued, and the government is insisting that applicants will need to prove, on the balance of probabilities, that the vaccination caused A. disability and be assessed as being 60% disabled before they are compensated. The harsh stance has caused disquiet among backbenchers from Boris Johnson's own party, with Sir Christopher Chope MP, for example, stating his belief that the government has a moral duty to compensate people who have suffered as a result of doing the right thing by the government of being vaccinated. They were being vaccinated for the public good. It is not as though they are jaywalking across the street at their own risk, he pointed out. The government needs to look at these cases and reduce the threshold. If it is left as it is going to bar a lot of deserving people from any compensation. A spokesman for the Department of Health and Social Care, DHSC, led by Matt Hancock MP, issued a long and unhelpful statement quoted by the Telegraph, insisting that vaccines are safe, effective and already saving thousands of lives. More than 32 million people have now received a first dose of the vaccine, and Public Health England have estimated over 10,000 lives have been saved through the vaccine program so far, he said. All vaccines being used in the UK have undergone robust clinical trials and have met the Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agencies, MHRA, strict standards of safety, effectiveness and quality. The statement droned on, wholly irrelevantly for the statistically small number of people who have in fact suffered severe side effects, in part because the MHRA failed to take notice of adverse reactions which other national regulators caught in a more timely manner. The Vaccine Damage Payment Scheme provides a financial safety net to help ease the burden on individuals who have, in extremely rare circumstances, experienced harm due to receiving a government-recommended vaccine for a listed disease. The DHSC statement concluded, signally failing to address the justness of requiring those harmed to demonstrate they are 60% disabled in order to benefit from that safety net.
So there you go, that's the story, and of course there's some interesting points in that, which we'll go back and have a look at, because they did make me laugh. The MHRA approved this and the emergency legislation, yes, for safety, effectiveness and quality. Yes, that did make me laugh. And then, of course, there was a spelling mistake. I don't know if you saw that or you heard it. Basically, Pulic Health England. So they've obviously, if they left out the L and put a P in there, it would have been quite funny. Pubic, but it's actually Pulic. So obviously somebody's misspelt on the old computer. In this day and age with spell checks, it's quite funny. And then the other laugh that they're trying to have is, and it's a laugh they're having because I'm being sarcastic, estimated over 10,000 lives have been saved. Yeah, right. Where's the evidence for that? What evidence is there for that? I don't think 10,000 people have actually died from COVID in the UK. So how can you save 10,000 lives? I don't know. How would you even guess that number? Anyway, whatever. Lying bastards. Interestingly, you'll also see that there was a story there, which I should probably do in a minute. I don't know if you saw that. The UK trials of AstraZeneca has been suspended amid blood clot fears. So that's a story there we can do in a minute. So the whole thing is quite silly because they did not specify that you would have to prove that you're injured and how much, never before. So they're obviously moving the goalposts because they don't want to pay out. If you're aware of what it's like to have an injury for life or a disability for life, you'll know that £120,000 is not going to last very long. And as soon as you claim it and get it in the bank, you won't get any benefits and you won't get any help. So you will end up having to spend that money on living because it will not be compensation. It will be living. It will be life living costs. It will be every day because you will not get any help and because you'll be 60% disabled, you will not be probably able to work either because the majority of people who are adverse reaction damaged, unless they die, they are going to be suffering with their health long term. Adverse reaction, you want compensation, you have to prove that you're 60% disabled. Good luck with that one. Have a good day, and I'll catch you in a minute for the other video. Bye for now.